Hi guys, welcome to another live trading video. My name is Saket and today we are going to review the trades taken on 18th of May 2021. Today we had a loss of 25,000. The thing is we are witnessing some amount of IV increase in options during the last hour and theta decay is not happening as expected. This might be due to various reasons. So because this is the first time when the margins have been reduced and the VIX has fallen below 20. So we really don't know how the market will react during such situations because it is the first time we have entered this territory. And second thing what we have to note, in case if this continues even to the next expiry, then we will have to slightly modify the system and look how we can tweak it. So we are already working on that. So we'll be looking till Friday, and even if the Friday trade we don't see some amount of theta decay happening, then we will tweak the systems. And considering this, we are expecting a loss tomorrow also, and we are expecting a loss day after tomorrow also. So it's already factored in. Time decay is not happening as expected, and once losing streak kicks in, it is going to go on for 5 to 6 days. That's the reason we have already factored in a loss for tomorrow. So most likely tomorrow's video also I'll be posting a loss. Thursday we'll be having lot of discretionary trades. So Thursday there are chances that we might post a profit, but otherwise we are expecting a loss on Thursday also. What is important is what happens on Friday. So that day is very crucial. So in case we don't witness any theta decay happening and how the premiums reacted this week, then we'll be slightly tweaking the system. Today I'll be showing you the entire trade where we lost around 25,000. Once we cut off our losses at a low level, so one good trade is enough to recover all the losses we have had in past. So just a good day on a Thursday is more than enough to recover all the losses what we have got. So we will have to wait and watch how exactly it turns out. Hi guys, welcome to another live trading video. So here the thing is, today we tried doing little different because people told that the video quality wasn't good. So we tried to do something different. So instead of capturing the entire window, we just captured a particular application. And that's the reason today you're not going to see the pop-ups where we place the basket orders, because we have not captured the entire screen. Rather, we have just captured the particular application. So I'm just going to show you what happened and how exactly the trade went ahead. So here you can watch the time on top. It's 12:55 and you can see the Bank Nifty level also. And here we make the first entry of 1250 quantity at around 12:57. So as I told you won't be able to see the basket order today because we only capture this particular screen. So tomorrow onwards I will rectify that and capture the whole window, so everything on the desktop will be visible. So I'll be going through this quickly as there is nothing much to explain. It should be quite clear by now why exactly we did this straddle. So for example, for those who are joining us new, at 1 o'clock we usually take at the money straddle, and you can see here Bank Nifty was at 33,972. So the closest strike is 34,000. So that's the reason we have shorted 34,000 calls as well as 34,000 puts. So we have shorted both, and Bank Nifty is around 33,970. So we will go even further in the trade, and you can see the time running on the top. M2M is going to show the overall profit or loss. And as we approach around 1:30, we have a 14,000 M2M, and I have also added some extra quantity, 800 quantity extra of the same contract. So by 1:30 I also add 800 quantity extra of the same contract. As I told you, I won't be able to show you because I have only captured this particular window. Tomorrow onwards I will be capturing the entire screen because the order entry screen will also be visible that time. And as we move further in the trade, you can see the M2M is not really increasing. As I told you, it's a bit of a surprise for us also. So now we have around 15,000 M2M, and around this time I take the 2 o'clock trade. So Bank Nifty shot up to almost 34,080, and that's the reason at 2 o'clock we decided to take 34,100 straddle. So we end up taking 34,100 straddle, 1,250 quantity and 1,250 quantity. As we move further in the trade, our M2M is again hovering around 20,000 to 21,000. Bank Nifty comes back to 34,000, and we'll further move ahead in the trade, and it's almost 2.5 now, and Bank Nifty starts to fall. You can see that we are still in profit of around 11,000. As I told you, it's quite strange that we are not seeing any premium decay even after almost 1.5 hours. As I again further move into the trade, our M2M will be hovering around the range of 15,000 to 20,000 itself, not really up from there, not really down from there. And Bank Nifty is also pretty range bound. You see the downside is more or less limited to 33,900 and the upside is more or less limited to 34,100. So it is stuck in the range, and yet you are not seeing any decay in the premiums happening. So 220, we enter another trade. That is, we enter 33,900 calls and puts. So totally we enter 700 quantity. I'll be adding the quantity in a while. Here we go to a profit of 43,000 because Bank Nifty is back to 33,970. But after this, again IV starts to increase, and even though Bank Nifty falls a little, it should have been really favorable, but it didn't turn out to be the same way. So here IV starts to increase, and from 40,000 you see us drop all the way to 20,000, even though Bank Nifty is at the same level. So there is no much increase or decrease in Bank Nifty. Within next 5-10 minutes we have already dropped from 40,000 to 20,000. And as we further move ahead in the trade, now Bank Nifty starts to fall. As Bank Nifty starts to fall, you can see our M2M is completely wiped out. And what is really surprising is, so if something comes towards 33,900 straddle should have actually given us a profit. Here you can see that 33,900 straddle has actually given us a loss. So M2M is negative 6,000 and positive 2,500. And we have placed stop loss for everything. As I told you, I won't be able to show you that today because we have captured only this particular window and not the entire screen. So tomorrow onwards you'll be able to see everything. So stop loss has been placed for everything, and now we see this stop loss gets triggered. So that is 34,100 PE stop loss gets triggered, and you can see as it triggers the stop loss, from this contract alone we have a loss of almost 40,000, and here we have a loss of another 5,000 rupees. And as we again further move in the trade, I book this also because from there, if again the market bounces back, then we are going to come to trouble because now I'll be having lot of calls and very little puts, and premiums are also more or less balanced. So you can see here P is at 292, C is at 310, and here also there is no big imbalance. This is 40 points down, this is 40 points up, 30 points up, and this is 40 points down. So there is absolutely no need to do any sort of adjustment, take any counter positions. There's absolutely no need to do anything. So that's the reason I just leave it as it is. I closed this CE also because if this CE was there, it would have added some sort of imbalance. So I closed that CE also. And you can see our M2M is just hovering around the same range. We are not going into huge losses also, and on the other half we are not recovering what we have lost also. So our M2M is just hovering around the range of 20,000, and this is how more or less it ends. So you can see here one leg is already squared off. Again it hits the stop loss. As the market falls, I will show you somewhere over here. As the market falls to 859, even this PE leg triggers the stop loss, and this leg also gets squared off. But here you can see this time I don't square off this because now it's more or less equally balanced. I have 2050 quantity at 360 and 2050 at 240. So I don't mind holding this extra 700 because, and my M2M is also around only 24,000. And as we further move in the trade, this is how more or less we are going to end the entire trade. I'll just go ahead and I'll show that to you. Here you can see the time is around 250. We are still with a loss of 20,000 itself, and we haven't actually improved our position anyhow. And we further move into the trade. I cancel all the stop loss, place a market protection of 0.5%, and I finally end up squaring off everything. So let me just go there. So once I squared off, I have a loss of 19,700. So including all my brokerage and taxes, this will be coming up to around 25,000. So that's for today's trade, guys. So we didn't really see a big theta decay happening, and as I told you, it's pretty surprising. And as I also told you, it's the first time we are in this territory where there are no margins, and VIX is also well under 20. So we will have to see how this plays out. Even after Friday, in the next expiry, if this is continuing, then we'll be slowly changing the system. So we won't keep all the entries in the afternoon. We will also be having some entries in the morning. So again, tomorrow also we are expecting a loss, because this whole week premiums haven't turned out to be the way we expected. So tomorrow also there are very less chances that we are going to end in profits, but we'll still repeat the system, because there is no guarantee that you will be in loss. It's only an expectation that you will be in loss. Basically, this expiry we are not expecting any sort of profits. So we'll have to see from next week how actually the trading goes. That is for today's trade. So we'll see how tomorrow and day after tomorrow goes. We have already factored in the loss tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We'll try to limit it to less than 2 lakh. So one good trade, one single day is enough to recover all the losses we have had. So that's all we will require if we keep limiting our losses to smaller amounts. So in today's trade, there was no adjustment also. It was a plain vanilla trade. You just took the trades, put a stop loss. 2 legs triggered the stop loss, and other legs just decayed, and you gave it a total loss of around 19,000. So I hope you guys liked today's video. So I will be coming out with another video tomorrow regarding what exactly happened to the trade. Thank you so much for joining in, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.